Today's video, guys, is brought to you by RepulsiveReviews.com. For fair and balanced reviews, check out RepulsiveReviews.com. And to also see the webmaster's page, Frank Fulci, on YouTube, you can also check out Frank Fulci's YouTube channel. It'll all be in the description below, where Frank shows you all the new releases coming out from all things horror week to week. Okay, guys, so today's video is special. I'm doing a double feature horror movie recommendation for Halloween time. And this double feature is Killer Klowns from Outer Space and Return of the Living Dead, two all-time staples in the Hanna House of Horror. These two movies, to me, have nothing together in common, but they go together like peanut butter and jelly when wanting to do a horror time double feature. So let's talk really quick about the first of the two, Killer Klowns from Outer Space. Now, Killer Klowns from Outer Space, there's not much to say. It's the most fun clown movie you can see that is a little bit of horror sprinkled in with a lot of comedy and really cool classic special effects. The special effect makeups for the clowns in this movie are absolutely incredible. They are iconic as iconic can be. I have a life size in my horror room, for goodness sake. The story of these alien killer clowns who land on Earth in the shape of what looks like a circus, and all these clowns start roaming the town and causing terror when this young boy and girl see what goes on. They see the meteor land, they go look into it, and they realize that these clowns are killer, and they're turning people into cotton candy cocoons and shipping them back on their circus, which actually is their flying saucers, so to speak. And things come to a head as no one's believing them, the cops don't believe them. It's all about this struggle to figure out how to stop these clowns. You've got a cop who has feelings for the girl because they're ex-boyfriend and girlfriend, so there's the love triangle in the middle of all this. But the clowns are the absolute stars of this movie, guys. The clowns are absolutely hilarious. Every clown has this really cool identity and personality. You've got Tiny, you've got Slim, you've got Rudy, you've got Fatso. All these great clowns, and they're so funny. Some of them are pretty vindictive and evil, so it really matches out well. This is not what you would call a scary horror movie, but I gotta be honest, the first time I watched Killer Klowns from Outer Space, probably 2010 or 11, it did freak me out because there are moments where the clown's got a big hammer behind his hand and he's trying to lure the kid up to him. So that's great stuff. So Killer Klowns from Outer Space is an absolute staple, and it is the first of these two double features for a great Halloween horror night. Now, the second of the double feature is my #1 favorite horror movie on the planet, Return of the Living Dead. Now, here's a movie that succeeds in everything it tries to do. It wants to be slightly comedic. It does it without pandering or trying to have punchlines in a movie. It wants to be scary. It does it. Does it want to have some jump scares? Yes, it does it, but doesn't shove them down your throat. Does it want to tell a great story? Yes, it does it. Does it have great special makeup effects? Yes, it's got it. Does it have great music? It's got it. Guys, I could go on and on. This movie is my absolute favorite horror movie in the world. I can't stress that enough. It does everything that I want to see done in a horror movie. It's, like I've said it before, you guys know it. Such a classic, awesome horror movie. I am not a huge zombie movie fanatic, but ironically, my favorite movie on the planet is a zombie movie. But Return of the Living Dead is one of the coolest stories I've ever seen in a horror movie. You know, it's this offbeat, offshoot, parallel sequel to Night of the Living Dead in the sense that they talk about Night of the Living Dead, the movie, in the beginning of Return of the Living Dead, and it's an awesome scene where James Cameron's character is trying to tell him, you realize Night of the Living Dead is based off of a true story. But what happened was the military made this kind of chemical and it went haywire, and now they kind of box it all up and put it in these big tanks and jars, and they accidentally sent one here, and we have them down there. What a great build-up for the start of a movie. And when they accidentally crack the tank and then the 2,4,5-trioxin gets out into the movie, we know that all heck is about to break loose. And Return of the Living Dead is absolutely fun from the very first shot of the movie to the very last shot of the movie. It's just the right cast, it's the right story, everything is right. Ernie Kaltenbrunner is probably my favorite character in the movie as the mortician. His timing's perfect, his movement's perfect, his dialogue is just perfect. As wild and crazy as this movie is, all the roles and the portrayals are very grounded in reality, so it really gets you to sink into this movie despite it being this outlandish, zombie, crazy, fun horror flick. Because of the roles of Ernie, because of the roles of James Cameron, because of the roles of Tom Matthews' character in this, Miguel Nunez is fantastic in this movie, guys. This is an absolute must-see, and is the great to go with the double feature with Killer Klowns from Outer Space. So these two movies, I think, are great for you guys to sit down and enjoy. Now, let me tell you how to properly enjoy a double feature the way Christian Hanna Horror does it. Rule number 1, cell phone off, different room. Rule number 2, lights all the way out. Rule number 3, try to sit in a nice recliner chair. Don't lay flat on a couch because you will pass out. Rule number 4, get yourself a nice energy drink followed by a nice pop and a nice snack. Nothing too heavy, nothing too hot because it'll wear you down. Popcorn is obviously a great choice. I am a big fan of butter theater popcorn. Had some last night, matter of fact. And rule number 4 is company is always welcome, but always make sure you have the right company when doing a double feature. Have people that will appreciate and understand what you're trying to do and the fun of a double feature, because double features at the house can be really fun. Now, doing commentaries are really fun. Maybe one day on the commentary team I'm on, the Firefly Family podcast, we will do a double feature maybe of these 2 movies. I know I pushed Drew to get us to do Return of the Living Dead because it's my favorite film. So hopefully we'll do that. But guys, this is my idea of what a great horror double feature is. The most important thing is for you guys to tell me, what do you think makes a great horror movie double feature, especially for Halloween time? It doesn't have to be a movie and its sequel. It could be 2 random movies that just somehow just flow together like a nice wave in the ocean and just make it for a nice night. Let me know in the comments below, guys, what your idea of a great horror double feature is. So thank you guys for watching this video. This is Christian Hanna Horror. Check out the description for the Patreon, the Teespring, all that great stuff. I love you guys. We'll have more Halloween features and Halloween recommends videos coming up very soon. We'll see you guys next time.